General Hospital shocker. Lulu reveals Cody is father of one twin. Brooklyn stunned. Brooklyn Quartermain had been feeling fatigued, dizzy, and more emotional than usual. At first, she brushed it off as stress from wedding planning and managing deception. But after a fainting spell at the Metro Court, she visited GH for a checkup. It was there, in the sterile light of the exam room, that Dr. Portia Robinson delivered the bombshell. Brooklyn was pregnant, with twins. Stunned, Brooklyn couldn't breathe. The joy and confusion collided instantly. Twins, she repeated, eyes wide. Her first call was to Chase, who rushed to her side, smiling through the shock. "I guess we're having a bigger family than we thought," he whispered, trying to process the whirlwind of emotions himself. But the surprises had just begun. At first, everything seemed straightforward. Brooklyn and Chase, newlyweds in love, preparing to welcome two babies. But a strange inconsistency in early sonogram data raised flags. Dr. Navarro gently hinted at something unusual. The twins might not be identical. In fact, they might not even share the same father. Brooklyn's mind reeled. "That's not possible," she said quickly. "I haven't been with anyone but Harrison." But her hesitation was brief. There was one night, months ago, during a rough patch with Chase when she had too much to drink at a Q Mansion party. Someone had comforted her. Someone kind and vulnerable, Cody Bell. She hadn't spoken of it since. Amid the chaos, Lulu Spencer shocked Port Charles by waking from her coma. Her return was full of tears, warm reunions, and one icy interaction with Maxie. But the real explosion came when she confronted Brooklyn privately. "I know what you've been hiding," Lulu said softly. Brooklyn stiffened. "What are you talking about?" "I saw you that night. With Cody." "I didn't say anything because I thought it didn't matter." Lulu's tone shifted.
"But now?"
"Those twins? You need to know the truth. Cody is the father of one of those babies." Brooklyn staggered backward, as if slapped.
"No."
"That's not possible. Chase and I." Lulu interrupted. "One night doesn't change that you love Chase. But if you lie now, it will all blow up. And I'm not going to help you lie to my cousin." Brooklyn, in turmoil, submitted to a discreet paternity test, without Chase knowing. The results arrived at the Quartermain mansion 2 days later. Twin A, Harrison Chase. Twin B, Cody Bell. Brooklyn sat alone, staring at the report with trembling hands. Monica walked in and instantly knew something was wrong. After some prodding, Brooklyn confessed everything. Monica didn't judge. Instead, she gave her granddaughter one piece of advice. "Lies will rot the roots of your family tree. Tell the truth before it's too late." Cody was stunned when Brooklyn invited him to a private meeting in the GH courtyard. His first instinct was worry something had happened to Sasha, but instead, she told him, "You're the father of one of my babies." Cody blinked. "What?" "I'm pregnant with twins. One is Chase's. The other is yours. It's complicated, and I'm sorry." Cody's eyes widened in disbelief, but there was a flicker of softness. "Are you sure?"
"Yes."
"We did a paternity test." He exhaled slowly.
I
never expected this, but I want to be in this baby's life." Brooklyn nodded, grateful for his calm. But the hardest part was still ahead. Brooklyn took Chase to the Q living room after dinner. He was laughing, holding her hand, feeling the baby's kick. "I need to tell you something," she said, voice trembling. "One of these babies isn't yours." Chase's smile faltered.
"What?"
She explained everything. Cody, the paternity test, Lulu's return, and her guilt. When she finished, Chase said nothing for a long time. Then, quietly, "You should have told me sooner." "I didn't want to lose you." "You still might," he replied, standing up. "But right now, I need space." Brooklyn wept long into the night. News travels fast in Port Charles. Within days, the town was buzzing with gossip. Maxie worried for Brooklyn but warned her not to shut Chase out. Sasha tried to comfort Cody, who struggled with guilt and excitement. Dante was furious with Brooklyn for keeping it from Chase. Tracy Quartermain, shockingly, showed support. We don't choose the messes, darling. We just survive them. Meanwhile, Chase confided in Finn, who urged him to follow his heart. You love her. And those babies didn't ask for any of this. Cody and Chase, despite the awkwardness, decided to co-parent. Cody would be involved in baby B's life, while Chase remained fully devoted to both. But inside, Lynn was breaking. I feel like I ruined everything, she whispered to Olivia. No, Olivia said fiercely. You owned your mistake. That takes guts. Now fight for your family. With the Quartermains, there's always drama, but there's also resilience. 9 months later, chaos struck when Lynn went into early labor during the Deception Fall fashion show. Rushed to GH, she gave birth to 2 healthy babies. Amelia Quinn Chase, baby A. Leo James Bell, baby B. Chase held Amelia with tears streaming down his face. Cody nervously reached for Leo's tiny fingers. Lynn, exhausted and overwhelmed, smiled faintly. They're perfect. The 2 men looked at each other, 2 fathers, 1 family. The weeks that followed were full of adjustment. Cody moved into the Quartermain gatehouse to be close to Leo. Chase and Lynn began couples counseling. Co-parenting was rocky at times, but filled with mutual respect. Lulu, still adjusting to her return, began to bond with the twins. I was wrong to stay silent, she told Lynn one night. But maybe this was all meant to happen. In the final scene, Lynn sat between Cody and Chase on a park bench, holding 1 baby in each arm. Not how I planned it, she said. No, Chase agreed. But maybe how it was meant to be. And somewhere behind them, the legacy of Port Charles, full of secrets, love, betrayal, and second chances, continued on.